come on in and join us.
Yo, we have a treasured cologne homage today from Aylsworth.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, thanks for dropping by. We're so grateful you spent this time with us. And if you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, join the chat. The Whiff Pack are in there hanging out every Wednesday and Saturday. And they'd love to meet you, too, and know what you're shaving with.
So for our mention today, we have our Aylsworth Apex aluminum razor, but it has a little bit of a makeover.
Yeah, y'all, it's got something a little bit different about it today. Oh, I know. It's purple. It's purple. It's my favorite color.
It had
When
a costume
it first got
change.
here, it was blue. And these plates have just been made available. And there's an array of colors, y'all. And they come in bundles. You can even get certain colors together at a bit of a discount.
Look at how shiny and purple it is.
I shaved with it today. Now, DJ made an astute point about this razor. There is one drawback to it. It gives you such a BBS that you can't shave the next day.
Yeah, it's
Look
true.
at this, y'all. It was that with the McDuff's today.
And there it
Are you
went.
Kidding me. Speaking of McDuff's, they have the Northman.
They do.
that they
Check
also
out our
have.
Northman's video.
But this one's different, y'all. Our soap today is the very first Aylsworth branded shaving soap. And it's based on a very coveted Yardley cologne. So let's meet it. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at aylsworthrazors.com.
Inspired by English Blazer. We should have gotten our blazers.
No, I don't have a blazer.
The classic fragrance from legendary perfumer Yardley London. Aylsworth's signature is a timelessly masculine shave soap that exudes sophistication and charm.
For the modern gentleman who appreciates tradition with a touch of contemporary allure, Aylsworth's signature is perfectly suited to round out your classic shaving experience.
Okay, well then.
Ooh,
Fancy.
I'm excited, and it's the very first one that they're offering in their own line. So I have heard that this has created some shockwaves in the community, and we have definitely been enabled by some of the Whiff Pack. You know who you are, Foxy. I'm looking at you. Let's unbox it.
All right, disclaimer. We had to get the plate out, so it has been opened.
I had to get my purple plate. It shaves a little bit better when it's purple, I think, but
I
put it
don't
in
know
the comments.
but it does.
Oh,
classic,
lovely minimalist label, very dapper, black and white.
There's a little like kind of plaid action going on.
Oh yeah, and I'm
here.
seeing a lot of
don't look at
so I
the
don't want to
send
I don't look at that much want spoilers,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking a black and white thumbnail is in our future. This is beautiful.
Right. There you go.
So I don't know which one of us is going to go first, but you might see a little Roshan for this first impression. Marcus always does rock, right? Okay, here we go. Ready? And...
Good.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. Y'all, if you are in the hobby, you'll know that this is a different kind of tub than we've ever seen before. A little bit more utilitarian, like the Master Soap Creations, but its own thing. I don't know if any artisan's using
Maybe
this
a new one they
particular
found.
tub.
Intriguing.
All right.
And we don't know.
Let's see. Oh,
It's fun to get to know a new base, too.
I
I'm kind
thought
of
I
excited.
might be able to guess who was making this, but I'm not sure looking at it now. Who knows?
Okay. It may be a whole new base. I don't know.
I am taking it in. Here we go. Oh, this is fabulous. This is fabulous, y'all, because for me, this is the best of both worlds. This grabs those beautiful, syrupy, sweet brown, sugary aftershaves of the 60s that my dad had and grew up with. But they meet something super natural and grown up on the other side of this. This mirror has two faces.
Do you feel like you're wearing a blazer just by smelling it?
I feel like I'm in the middle of two amazing eras.
Oh, even cooler.
And I can look this way to look back, and I can look this way to look forward.
I mean, it is from London, right? Yardley London? Is that
Wow.
is that what that means?
Y'all. And I am getting some DNAs of some fabulous other scents in this. Foxy, I know what your dad wore, and it's in this. Polo green. I'm getting a little bit of the evergreen. Y'all, this is like a greatest hits album of like the colognes of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Okay.
In a cologne from 1991. So I wonder if English Blazer was designed to look back and be what your English Blazer smells like in the closet. All of those hints of former aftershaves of all of those evenings out on the
Adding
town.
that little dapper vibe going
Are
on.
you kidding me with this? Because it is. I get senses of Dracar Noir. I get senses of Polo Green. I get senses of the Avon colognes. I get senses of so many things, and they're all coming together to create such a beautiful balance, and somehow put me right dead center. I can smell this way for all the vintage 60s and 70s colognes, and then I can smell this way and go for the late 70s, 80s colognes.
Intriguing.
A little bit of evergreen, and it's all in here. And somehow those two faces are like totally put together and totally separate. So I almost see like two silhouettes looking at each other. And you can almost judge by the negative space in between them what this smells like.
I was going to ask when you'd wear it, but now I don't even know, because clearly you can wear it anytime.
Yo, this is a night on the town. They got the blazer thing right. We're going to the theater. We're going to the opera. We're going to the club. We're going out on a boat on the bay for a nice dinner. Woo. Y'all, this is luxury. And and a bit of fun and nostalgia going back to those beautiful cologne homages. Y'all. Oh, and just that beautiful sense of a bracing evergreen mint to just say goodbye to you. Y'all, and I love that the intensity on this is a grown-up one. This is sitting at 3.5 or 4. When it meets your nose, it gives it a firm handshake, gets right under it, lifts it up, puts it on its shoulders, and takes it for a walk. This, y'all,
business.
Yeah, I totally get it. I get the shockwaves. This is something special.
I don't even know what else to ask. I feel like we answered any question I would have asked you.
A tiny bit Christmassy in there. Are you kidding me?
Does that say 6 ounces?
Are you kidding me?
Look, it says 6 ounces, y'all.
And 6 ounces for $20.
Wow, you'll be taken care of. I'm really trying not to look at those scent notes because I feel like there's just a lot of...
Go ahead. They're not going to help you that much because this is amazing.
All right. Oh.
I know.
I almost get like a spearminty ode to that vibe.
Yes.
I know you were saying the greens of those aftershaves, but there's something, I don't know.
I said mint too, big time.
Refreshing is the word that comes to mind.
100%.
Like I get all those homages you were talking about to like classic aftershaves, kind of throwbacks and currents. There's something... the refreshing. I'm not sure if it's coming with more of a masculine floral or a citrus or a mint, but it's all the good bright things are coming through.
I feel like I'm at one of my old campgrounds and I'm letting one of those waterfalls just like fall over me in the old swimming hole.
You go.
Because it was up in the evergreens. It was the redwoods. It was surrounded by all of that beautiful natural stuff.
And there's I don't get as much of the deeper spices as I was thinking. There's definitely darker scents in here because it's making the rest kind of shoot out, but it's nothing that's pulling it to a darker scent.
Well, I think those darker spices are acting as the canvas. So think Elvis on black velvet. That way the colors can just really pop.
Yeah, there's something in there for sure.
Do you get the Dracar Noir sense of it? Like those lines?
A little. There is something, I feel like it's almost like it is a current scent. So I know you said 90s, but there's something that like it's with the current materials, but it's doing an ode to like what could have been. Do you know what I mean? Like almost a redo. Like, okay, let's take all the stuff that inspired those, and let's start from scratch in the 90s. Well, and it's bringing it back. I mean, I don't know if it's more the London like kind of vibes.
No, but that's very apropos that you said that because one of the channels we've been watching on YouTube takes famous pictures and then tells AI keep it going. Right? So it'll be like even famous paintings like Nighthawks at the Diner, and then all of a sudden it starts moving and the camera zooms in and looks at those characters. And all of a sudden it's not a grainy old bad image of a painting anymore. The AI cleans it up. And like all of a sudden you're just there. So I get it when you said that these are nostalgic scent notes, maybe that used to be done in a different way. Thanks to Grandma, we are educating our noses on some of the original formulations and the original ingredients so we can kind of get a sense of it. By the way, these are not strange bedfellows, I wouldn't say. So I think it is. I think it's the quality of the modern day scent note that you're able to put that together with, where it's almost like creating an old painting, but doing it with such modern technology that it becomes realer than it ever was in the first place.
Like there's nothing in here that stands out too much more than the rest. Like it's blended really well. You can tell it's definitely an homage to an upper class like perfumery vibe happening through. And you can really, I get your potency that you were saying coming through. But there's nothing in this scent. I mean, we don't have the splash, but I feel like if there was like the dry down of it, I don't think there's anything you get tired of throughout the day. It'd be a great little just reminder of like how nice and refreshed and ready for getting all dapper in your blazer that you feel. It's here.
And that is big for me, y'all, because I accidentally got a big old helping of my grandma's perfume on me once when I hugged character. And 3 hours later, when I was really hungry, it kind of made me feel barfy. So I kind of use that experience now to kind of gauge for me when a scent note takes too long to wear off, where all of the other scent notes will go away and that one is still there going, hey, 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 hey. Y'all, I don't care what's left in this. Everything in this is such a beautiful balance that nothing in this is going to remain. And sorry, I mean, watch the How It Shaves section because I'll come back to that.
There you go.
Y'all, no. This is the kind of balance where you're just like, I just want to see how this is going to say goodbye over the next few hours.
And if someone was wearing this and walked by me, I would think that they had just stepped out of the shower. They were all put their, whatever their splash or cologne or something is, they had just used some mouthwash. Like someone
something
that walked by.
Soap, right.
They have put some thought into their presentation. Like this would definitely be, I mean, I've heard this name go by Yardley before, but I don't think we know the English blazer itself, but I can see why this would be your standing go-to scent every time you put that blazer on. This is a perfect refreshing scent to have.
Something luxury and then something supernatural to go along with it.
Yes, I agree.
So I get the sense that like the jacket's been fresh back from the dry cleaner and the shirt's been pounded on a raw.
Like whatever's used in this scent is stuff that you could go grab. I think that's what I meant by it was made in the 90s, but it was taken inspiration from some of those older stuff, but revamped.
Right.
I've been trying not to look at this, but luckily they left us a recipe. So maybe it's time that we look at these scent notes.
All right, y'all. So from the sales page at aylsworthrazors.com.
Opening with fresh citrus notes of mandarin and lemon.
I love when those combine because the candiness of the mandarin takes all of the sourness away from the lemon. Boy, are those good friends.
And there's something about the lemon that really is that refreshing, like zesty little hit of like waking you up, you're ready.
Yeah, like the lemon rind, like a little bit of the essential oil.
Yes, exactly. It evolves into a warm heart of ginger, nutmeg, and cardamom. Lighter spices, but they're there.
And ginger and nutmeg together.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, a little bit of almost a pumpkin pie spice in here with the cardamom. And then right before that goes tout gourmand.
Completed by floral hints of lavender. But there's more. The base notes of cedarwood, leather, and tobacco add depth and richness. We were talking about that lower layer.
Hold on, cedarwood? Because these are really different. Cedarwood for me is sweet. Leather is spicy. Tobacco is mysterious. These are three very different sort of scent notes for me. But I love how they're coming together because one of them is lighter, the other's darker, the other's friendly. So you could have gone super dark with all three of these. Think this, the cedar from Sterling, super dark glacial cedar. This isn't. This is your pencil shaving cedar with a beautiful tobacco leaf and a little bit of a cashmere leather, I think.
Right, and that I was saying like it adds the depth and richness. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like you knew there was something under to add that deeper side, but it wasn't pulling the scent deeper.
Which makes it distinctive and versatile. And y'all, for me, those are the two faces that I was sensing at the beginning. One of them looks back as the perfect spicy 60s, 70s aftershave, and the other one looks forward to something more natural and evergreen. And y'all, beautiful in the way that tug of war happens and the way those two faces are staring each other down.
So at least according to the label, this is the revamp here. Right. Lemon, mandarin, lavender, ginger, nutmeg, cardamom, cedarwood, leather, tobacco. So it's definitely a perfumery nose going on here with that depth of scents. My goodness.
And let's all build a ladder. This is our lime green brush from Craig and Opus Brush. Awesome. And this is our Haley's Artisan 3D printed bowl. And I think it's got a little epoxy.
It does. And then we need our bougie stick here.
Yes. Ooh, let's see how this works.
I know, there's 6 ounces, y'all. We got some. Is it soft? Is it hard? Is it?
Is there tallow in this?
There is.
Okay. Then it's not who I thought it was.
It is fun to try and guess where the base is from.
I know.
I'm curious.
It's a little bit of a mystery.
Sometimes it's fun, even more fun to have a new base that we haven't had before.
Oh, that's friendly.
It's waking up.
That's friendly. Hello. Ooh, now your bubbles are going to start big. That's just the overture, y'all. Keep going deep into Act 1. See, middle of Act 1, you're going to start to get a little bit of cream, and then towards the end of Act 1, you're going to start to get butter or yogurt, and that's where the real fun begins.
Ooh, I'm definitely smelling things, though. Let me just say it's waking up.
I love the citrus. And how, y'all, the beautiful lights of this are clicking with the darks. You don't always see that. They generally tend to go in order. But with this, I love how the tobacco and the leather are clicking with the mandarin and the citrus and the ginger.
Yeah, there's something, it's really attractive. Is that a good word?
It is.
There's something attractive about the scent. Like anyone walking by smelling like this, I'd be like, oh, there's something happening.
I think this is kind of known as like a blazer dropper, if you know what I mean.
I can see why. There's something super bright and fun about it. Like, I feel like this is a cool person person, whoever's wearing this.
Over the top of it, just a beautiful creamy sense to this. Just like a beautiful, like you said, something beautiful on the jacket, something beautiful on the hair, a combination of all of it, like where you've been during the day. It's not, it's not like an identity of like, hi, this is my cologne. No, this just has like a vibe of like a really well put together guy.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you were watching this Lather Magic, but
we should have a lather cam.
Things are happening.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. I'm not sure exactly who's done this base.
We might have to evacuate the building.
Holy moly,
y'all!
Things woke up. The spices in the middle are definitely a thing.
Do you and 6 of your friends need a 3-pass shave? Because we can accommodate you.
I don't want to waste this. My goodness. I didn't even get all the stuff off the bottom. It's just a happy leather.
Y'all?
You ready to see it in action here?
Yeah, I think I am. So, y'all, when we do see Caleb do his shaves from time to time, we like to see how the lather lathers the face because it tells us a little bit about the base and how it was made. So we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, but we will do a lather.
Can I have the honors here?
Please do. Oh, that feels nice.
Oh,
that feels like I'm putting my head on a cloudy pillow for the night. Look at that. Oh, I can barely even feel the bristles of the brush. Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Y'all, I can make relief maps over here going on.
Oh, it smells really good.
Oh, it really does.
I'm glad we've officially gotten our nose on this homage scent because I can see why I've heard that name go by now.
Oh, this is nice, y'all. You just get a sense of bumpers being on your bowling alley lane. This is going to make a razor scared.
I feel like if you had the type of dad that wore one of those classic aftershave, maybe a polo green or something from those eras, like this is the more current version. Like if there's something that you grew up knowing when your dad got in a suit or whatever, he came with that scent, I could totally see why you'd want to have this as your like own version of it.
Yeah, because if you loved this and your dad loves this isn't like a recreation. This is a modernization of those. Just the way they put them together gives it a modern flair. And I think we need to follow these stairs all the way down to the basement. Those of you familiar with season 2 of South Park might know that there's something we're about to do that we may not want to do. We don't like to do it. We might have to do it. We might have to make a declaration of shenanigans. Now, if we declare shenanigans and that declaration is considered just, then we can proceed. But I think that there is evergreen in this.
Something green.
100% there's pine. There's evergreen in this. And I think it's shenanigans and it's not even listed in the send-off.
Nope.
Because there is something polo green, evergreen in this. 100%. If you agree with our declaration of shenanigans, you can put in the comments. So Caleb, if there is not evergreen in this, I will not only issue a formal Barbershop Duet apology and eat the hat behind me, but I will mention it on the show. However, I am pretty sure that there's evergreen going on.
I don't think it's a power of suggestion. There's just something in here.
Well, I mean, there's no even tree on the label, that's for sure. I don't know how we could be
unless
suggested.
It's being recreated with the tobacco and the other. There is one wood that's listed, but it's cedar. It's not
cedar. It's not this. It's not piney, evergreeny goodness. There's something in this.
Unless we look up at the scent notes at the original.
All right, y'all. So the original scent notes for Yardley English Blazer are...
We have seawater.
That's different.
Amalfi lemon.
Right.
Mandarin orange.
Got it.
Keep going. Clove.
Oh.
Basil, a little green.
Right.
Cardamom. And then bay leaf.
You know what I'm waiting for. It's got to be in here.
I don't know. We got sandalwood, oak moss, and musk.
So a little bit different of the ingredients, but I love that because they're all here. I totally get it. Not every perfumer puts all of their scent notes on the page. Y'all, it would go on for days. Monica says there's hundreds in her soap. So, y'all, I love it that we're getting a little bit of nooks and crannies of what's going on.
But it's funny that
here,
we're getting such a greenish side to this.
Evergreen.
And it's not there.
And it's killing me. So I don't know. If maybe somehow the seawater and the oak moss and the sandalwood are kind of coming together to suggest that. The musk, I mean, who knows?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a gorgeous scent. It's just funny how we're both interpreting a little more of that greener kind of side.
It's such a sense of a little bit of polo green in here that I'm grasping at straws, I guess.
I guess.
I'm totally willing to admit it if it's not.
Right, and maybe if we got the splash, maybe that might be a little bit less or something. Like, I don't know why. We're just both interpreting it from the puck here, and it's gorgeous. We're enjoying it.
A couple of things are coming together to suggest the evergreen, but who knows? Mysteries and wonders, y'all. But for your first soap, y'all, Aylsworth, the intensity, the formulation, the balance, the quality of the scent notes, home run,
this
Caleb.
Base is just a thing. I can't get over it.
And there's a beautiful coldness to this. I mean, I know that some of these are a little bit spicy and stuff, but there's a beautiful, almost a menthol sort of
I mean, I know they're based in Canada. I do get like that brisk
where the
coldness.
cold air comes from.
I don't know.
Who knows? It could be. So it's pretty simple. Y'all picture it. San Diego, 1991. You're going to put on a fabulous English blazer, get yourself a scotchy scotch, and go on the air where your voice sounds like a Wolverine's purr, and Your blazer is so fine it makes Sinatra look like a hobo, and you got your own! So head over to aylsworthrazors.com to find this and some of the best razors in the business. Their first soap out of the box, and y'all, what a creation. Caleb, this is a fantastic base and a fantastic lather. Let's go backwards. The post-shave feel was amazing. I could do things with my razor that I wasn't expecting. I have some trouble right here. Y'all, with this, I felt safe enough to just go, you know what? Screw it. Woof, and see what happens. A fantastic base, and Aylsworth, I hope it's not your last scent. Welcome to Messages!
So for our September giveaway, we wanted to spread some love over to Zingari Man, so you have a chance to win a $20 gift card to Zingari!
And all you have to do is send an email here to WeSetYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you and check back here on the show on October 4th when we have Alexa choose our lucky winner!
Best of luck!
Oh, a home run.
I would agree. I definitely see why the shock waves hit. And it's funny, after seeing just Signature, I had no idea that was an homage. And now that we've dug deeper, that scent is one to know. I have to agree.
You know what I love about this? This has all of the beautiful balance and sophistication of a cologne homage. Check. Mm-hmm. But somehow it also has the building blocks of an original scent from a soap artisan. Mm-hmm. So kind of, for me, the best of both worlds. And again, not exactly the same scent notes. Who's to say? Some rebalancing didn't happen.
I love that we finally got our noses on English Blazer. Like, you know, we hear these scents go by, but you never know if it's really going to hit our noses, and I am so glad that it did.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I love that these artisans can act like a sommelier, because there were oceans of aftershaves that were out in the 60s and 70s, y'all, but they know which ones were the OGs to pluck from obscurity and bring back for our noses to enjoy.
Right, and same with some of these colognes. Like, there's almost so many, I don't know which ones we'll like, but once it's in a shave soap, when we've got our noses marinating on this aromatherapy, I am glad we got a whiff of this.
So special thanks to the Whiff Pack for enabling us on this one. Foxy, Matt, especially Angelo, DJ, I'm looking at you. This is a fantastic
We get it now. We get it. You were right. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.